walk deeper into the belly of the beast if it means I'm able to further limit risk.
Let's move on to our guest. They're waiting patiently. The Monerotopia guest segment is sponsored by Cake Wallet. Store, send, receive, and exchange your Monero and Bitcoin safely on iOS and Android too. Cake Wallet is open source, and you always control your own keys.
What's going
Hello.
on, guys?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, going pretty
Hello.
good. Down here in Bonefil near Acapulco.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Hello.
Looks like you're chilling there.
You're chilling. You're hanging.
Yeah, this
Homies.
is Kevin and Noe.
Hi.
Hey guys, hola.
They're like just staring. They're like, hello, we're the stranger.
Yeah, they can't hear you. I've got a headset in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're like,
And what are you doing with the orphanage down there?
So Anarchapulco has been working with the Marsh Children's Home for almost 7 years now. This will be the 7th year that we've been working with them, and it just kind of started out of this fundraising thing that we had going on back when I was on the radio. Dash used to sponsor us. I know Monero people love Dash, but they sponsored us, and we did all kinds of really cool things with the orphanage. I was actually building houses and stuff in Puebla, going into hurricanes, doing all kinds of things that the Dash community fully supported, and they thought it was a good idea to pay for. So I can't complain when your life is to go out and do something like that, and you can make a living at it. That's pretty damn cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely a fulfillment there.
Yeah.
So what type of things are you working on with them?
So I have a friend called Brent. His name is Brent. He goes by Burnt MD. He's a rapper and cannabis connoisseur in the CBD world. He sells CBD medicines and stuff like that, and he's into growing food. And when I brought him here a few years ago, he just became more and more interested in working with the orphanage, and it really touched him. So he decided that their diet kind of sucked, and it does, because it's based on what people donate, and so it's a lot of starches, tortillas and breads, and not a lot of really good food.
Eggs.
So
you need eggs in there.
Yeah. So Brent decided, we should start a garden, and it's grown over the past year, and now we're getting into hydroponics.
Oh, it's awesome.
We made a vertical hydroponic system that covers about 1 meter, and it has 100 slots for heads of lettuce. We're having a little trouble growing it right here because we're right next to the ocean, so the salt's taking its toll on it. But the event space where we're having Anarchapulco is called the Secret Garden, and it's about a quarter mile away from here. They are giving us a designated area to start this garden. When I put this out, we went ahead and made the first unit and started growing in it, and I put a video out on Anarchapulco's Telegram, and somebody from the Netherlands seen it and decided they wanted to be part of it too. They're donating 2 deep water pools. So that's a bunch of floating rafts that you put plants on. So the pools are 55 feet long by about 4 feet wide, and there's 2 pools. So we can grow thousands of plants in these pools. Plus, we're looking at doing the verticals. So
that's amazing. And
we'll
so
be raising money. We'll be raising money
at Anarchapulco. That's going to be like set up essentially, because that's what it is.
Yeah. We've already gotten the stuff that's coming in. We're starting to dig out for the beds, and we've already got the first prototype unit of the vertical stuff going. We're growing tomatoes in it. Actually, they're doing okay right here, but the lettuce is just not faring well, which is what we really wanted to grow in there. But so people can get involved or whatever. The last 2 years, we've been having auctions at Anarchapulco and been raising money. last year we raised $40,000 for the orphanage. The year before we raised $20,000, and we've got this auctioneer who just like gets everybody into it, and it works out great. So we're going to be doing that again this year, and we're going to have probably double, if not more, than the people we had last year. I know we've got room for 1,000 tickets, so I believe that we'll sell out. I know we did sell out for the last 2 years, and the previous years before COVID, it was approaching right at 3,000 people that were attending.
Amazing. Amazing.
And you guys are going to be there.
Yeah.
So,
thanks
we're
for
happy
having us.
about that. Yeah, I thought it was a great idea. I love the idea that you guys are doing with the coffee down in Guatemala. So that's stuff that I dig, and yeah, and congrats on that.
Awesome.
I want to hear more about that, and just to have you guys doing your media there and setting up people with Monero wallets, telling them about private crypto.
Yeah, man. Look forward to working with you. Let's get Rodolfo up here.
Hey,
Hello, how's it going?
good. Yeah, I just booked my plane ticket and Airbnb a couple of days ago, so it's official.
Oh, cool,
Nice.
cool. Yeah. So I met you guys through him, right? Didn't I meet you in Seattle, right? At one of the Bitcoin
at a
meetups.
Bitcoin meetup. Yep.
Yeah. So I haven't had a house in 6 years, so I just travel around in RVs and motorcycles and whatever. I have a travel channel. You can see some really crazy stuff that I did
I
recently.
can only imagine.
I did
So
mostly
on my
Mexico,
way,
right?
on my way down here, I drive this adventure bike that's like packed with 300 pounds of gear, so like camp on beaches and whatever. But I ended up in the middle of that Sinaloa mess, and so I was documenting the whole thing, driving past all these burning buses, and
Oh wow.
it was madness, man. People are like, "What? You're crazy. Why would you do that?" I'm like, well, why wouldn't I? I'm already here. Why wouldn't I document it?
Wow. You made videos of that? You put it up?
Yeah. My travel channel is called ANRV Adventure. It's supposed to sound a little like anarchy, NRV, So I drop in little nuggets. It's kind of aimed at the mainstream, but when I'm traveling around, I make sure to drop little hints of how inefficient government is, and how they suck and they're corrupt, and the ways that I've had to bribe them and just to get by here in Mexico. So yeah, I like dropping those seeds of anarchy out there.
When you come up to Monerotopia in May, you're gonna take your motorcycle?
Probably so.
Nice.
I love traveling all around in Mexico. And recently I was went to the top of a volcano in near Mexico City, and
Holy shit.
yeah,
Between you and
you can
Body,
only go so far.
enough down there. We gotta
fly the
introduce you to
plane.
Body.
Yeah.
Rodolfo,
You wanna
so
quickly,
you want to quickly tell everybody what's going to be happening down in Anarchapulco with regards to Monero and Gratuitous and the whole deal?
and who you are.
Sure. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna bring down some. I'll have Colombian beans, and I'll probably actually have some Mexican beans that I think you guys got a couple months ago. I'm gonna be bringing down this roaster right here. I'll show you. Give you a little peek. Uses infrared technology. Little drum, and then the cooler is right over here. So yeah, I'm gonna bring that down, and I'm gonna roast some beans for people. Do some live demonstrations and kind of just explain the website, and I think I'll also be handing out some XMR if people download Cake Wallet. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Yes. So if you're going down to Anarchapulco and you're into Monero, right? Maybe you might need some help at the table, right? Like if anyone wants to come hang out at the table, I'm sure Rodolfo would appreciate it, because we want to try to onboard people to Monero down there. So it takes time. You'll see.
Efforts, and
You tell them to download the wallet, and then you're explaining Monero.
it takes a second for each person. So
You got to
anyone
set up
that's
the
down there,
transaction. So yeah, if anybody that's already, maybe you're already going to be down there, or you're thinking about going down there, we encourage you to do so. Have a good time all week at Anarchapulco, and then you can help Neil hand out Monero and onboard people.
Yeah, for people that want to help out, just email Rodolfo at contact@gratuitous.org.
Yep, I got access to that email.
Reach
It
out.
makes things a lot easier instead of trying to do two things at once. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You're gonna,
and it's fun.
It's like a time-consuming process where I gotta like change the buttons and stuff every couple of minutes. So it's not like.
Yeah, for people that don't know, he was the roaster at Monerotopia 22,
Yes.
and he did a great job.
Yeah, if you were there, right? Yep.
Awesome. You did a great job.
Same type of machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, whenever anybody that orders gratuitous, Neil's he
He's
roasts
the guy.
it up and
He's the
ships it
guy.
out.
Yeah.
So you get freshly roasted coffee.
Yep.
It's a little hard to do on the spot, right? It's a little hard to do.
It produces a lot of exhaust.
Yeah.
So I live in an apartment in the greater Seattle area. So I go to a friend's place like 20 minutes away.
Wow.
Lives in a house, doing it in his backyard.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who
I
would
think my lease is up in a couple months, so I think I'm gonna be looking for
one with
a house instead of
how many orders are we getting like on average now? Like
it ranges. So like there'll be like some weeks where I have to roast like 10 bags, and then some weeks we'll have 0 or 2. So I'd say it ranges from like 2 to 10.
Okay.
So
yeah,
like
and like Rodolfo was saying, we have new beans from Colombia, who's from somebody else that's in the Monero community that reached out to us that said they had access to farms, and we worked it out over the course of a couple of months, and we finally got the beans shipped. We'll be going down to Colombia at some point to go to the farm, hook the people up with their wallets, and then we also worked it on getting beans from a farm in Mexico when we went down to Mexico to set up Monerotopia. So we're going to try to have those beans shipped to Anarchapulco. And then, same thing. We'll go to that farm. That farm was pretty cool. It was like literally in the mountains on a mountainside. They thought we were crazy for being there. They're like, why are you guys here?
We're like hiking. I was like with the dress and sneakers.
Trying to.
What area?
This is
what area is that farm in?
Oaxaca.
It was near Oaxaca.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
it was in the Oaxaca region. We were on the coast and we drove inland, maybe like what?
No, we were in Hatulco, and then we drove up north to towards Oaxaca, but I forget what the
yeah, cool. I was down there. I went through Mazunta and San Jose del Pacifico. I was in Oaxaca for Day of the Dead. It was pretty crazy.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I love Mexico. Mexico's amazing.
There's going to be another representative of Wallet who has Monero on it here. Paul Puey of Edge is supposed to be coming to speak. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He might pitch in with you guys or something and get some more Monero going. We'll see. I'll send him a message and ask him about that. But are you going to recommend the Cake wallet? Should I put that out into the Anarchapulco chat or anything that people should expect to download the Cake wallet?
No, it doesn't matter. They use whatever Monero wallet they want. But when we're down there, we're gonna try to get Cake to sponsor. But like you said, maybe we could get Paul too if he wants. They sponsor and they give a couple of $100 or whatever. Then we can give out Monero and ask the people to download. Cake, if Cake sponsors and they're willing to reimburse, and Neil can.
Is Cake a multi-coin wallet too, isn't it?
It is. So there's Cake. Cake was the first Monero iOS wallet, and then they eventually they added Bitcoin and they added Litecoin, and then they also have a fork that they built, Monero.com wallet, which is just the original Cake wallet, just Monero only. But yeah, Cake has a couple of different coins on there. Yeah. And they have exchanges built in. They have Cake Pay built in, which is kind of like the Dash Pay thing. So you could instantly buy gift cards anonymously with Monero at point of checkout. So they built that into their app. Cake has become quite the utility in the Monero community.
I'll have to check that out. Do they do any ZK stuff with Zcash or?
They haven't added Zcash yet, but there's talk of it.
Okay, cool. Maybe they can add some of the other Zcash forks.
Yeah. I mean, they try to add cryptos that are really used for transactional purposes. That's kind of like the metric they seem to be going by. So that's why Bitcoin, Litecoin, obviously Monero. But like I said, they started off as a Monero wallet, and then they started to add some of these others. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it evolves into. All right, guys, this is great. You guys want to jump in the Twitter space, and we'll continue the convo there? And news. I don't know what happened with Tony.
Well, Tony's ready. If you want to.
All right, have Tony jump on. All right, we're gonna have Tony jump on, give the news, and then if you guys want to jump in the space, we'll jump in the space. If people have questions about Anarchapulco or whatever, by all means.
There we go. All right. So yeah.
Wait, Danny's muted. Go ahead, Danny.
You're muted.
Yeah, which Twitter? Just Monerotopia on Twitter?
Yeah, Monerotopia on Twitter. You'll see that the space is live.
Yeah, I sent you the link in Telegram. You click on that space.
Okay, cool.
Tony's going to quickly run through the news, and then we'll jump in there with you, hopefully within 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
All right, sounds
Thanks, guys.
good. Thank you, guys. And now